Hello and welcome back to Shulchan HaRav. We continue in Hilchos Shmah, and Baruch Hashem, we are starting a new Siman, Samech Vav 66. Be'ezeh makom yachal hapsik, in what place are you able to interrupt? Be'ezeh makom lo yapsik, in what places you're not allowed to interrupt? Uboy yigimel sifim, there are 13 sifim. Sif Aleph. Alpha Pisha also l'saper b'bircharis kriyishma. I feel b'divrei sorry. Even though it is usher to speak in the middle of the brachas of Shema, even in divrei Torah, and that means in the Shema as well. I feel b'lashon hakodesh. Even if you're speaking in lashon hakodesh, he tirisha elah shalom b'nei hayira b'nei hakavod b'nei darich hashem. There are certain permissions when asking how somebody is doing because you're afraid of them, or returning someone's greeting because of covet due to that person, or because you want to keep the peace. And he'll get into this later, but there are less than, it is very uncommon to find this in practice. Nevertheless, we will learn the halachas. So, Ketzad, so what is it? Bein perik leperik, between the chapters of Shema, Shoel b'shalom adam nichbab b'nei, you are allowed to ask how a honorable person is doing. Umeshiv shalom l'chol adam, and you can respond to someone who says shalom to you, to anybody, because of ways of keeping the peace. And you can ask someone who's saying Shema, you can ask them how they're doing, say Shalom Aleichem, even though you know he has to respond to you because of Darkei Shalom. If it's a person you know he's not gonna be upset if you don't respond to him, lo yafsik, then don't respond back to him. I feel bein haprakim, even between chapters. Bein leheshiv, bein lisho covered. Whether that's to respond, whether that's to initiate because of covered. If you know a person is not going to be makbid, he doesn't care if you don't say something to him, then just don't be mafsik, don't interrupt. Ube'emsa parak, in the middle of a paragraph, shel b'shalom adamishu yarimenu, then you can ask, you can say shalom aleichem, ask how somebody's doing for somebody who you're afraid of him. You have yira, kigoin, aviv, like one's father, shenemar boy, where it says ish imoy v'aviv tiro, a man has to have awe for his father and mother, or a rabbi, or one's Rebbe Shamru Boy, where it says about the Rebbe Moyer Rabcha K'Moyer Shemaim, that your awe of your Rebbe should be like the awe you have of heaven. Umeishiv Shalom L'Chol Adam Nichbad, and you can respond Shalom to anybody who asks you if it's an honorable person. The Kol Talmid Chacham Shu Muflag B'Doyer, any extremely high level Talmid Chacham in his generation, like one of the Gedolim, Afal Pisha in a Rabbi, he may not actually be your personal Rebbe. Gam Kem L'Chal Moira, he's still in the category of someone you have to have awe for. And if he does say hello to you in the middle of Shema, you'd have to respond. It's not going to happen, but if it did, you'd have to respond. If he's not one of the most extreme Talmidei Chachamim of his generation, but he is greater than you in Torah, he's still not in the category of Moira, of having awe. He's still in the category only of kavod. If the reader is greater in learning than that person, even though that person is Talmid Chacham, then ein mafsik, then the reader does not have to interrupt, except for just any other person. Even though this person who's saying hello to him is a Talmid Chacham, but the reader is a bigger Talmid Chacham, therefore he does not have to interrupt. Have a terrific day.